What's up, everybody? My name is Aaron. I am the Brick Scavenger. I'm a huge fan of Lego. If you've never been on this channel before, I fund my Lego habit by selling minifigure parts, pieces, full figs on Bricklink, on eBay, and on WhatNot. Today, we're going to do a day in the life of a WhatNot seller. So I'm going to go start to finish prepping a show, running a show, packing a show, show you just how long it takes, and maybe we'll show you at the end just how much money we made. Stick around. Should be a lot of fun. It is Tuesday, May 28th, just before 10 a.m. I just scheduled my WhatNot show for noon today. So the goal is going to be to prep for about 2 hours, run the show for about 2 hours, and then pack for however long it takes. Hopefully it'll take less than 2 hours to pack everything up. I'm going to take a step-by-step through this thing, and we'll see what a day in the life of a WhatNot seller looks like. All right, 2 hours of prepping has begun. So I have these drawers over here, which are sorted by helmets, heads, animals, all sorts of stuff like that. So I'm now going to pull from these drawers to prep little lots to sell on WhatNot. I'm hoping in 2 hours we can sell, 100 to 120 lots. That's not insane if people are interested in buying today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up these little Petri dishes with, Lego legs or Lego heads or whatever so that I can rapid fire sales. My goal is to be as efficient for my viewers as possible when I'm actually live. So I do a lot of prep work ahead of time to be ready to sell one thing and have the next thing ready to go right away. Hopefully that makes the show a little less boring to watch, keeps people engaged, keeps people sticking around. So if we're gonna sell, I think I have 5 categories: heads, hairs, torsos, legs, accessories. Yeah, that's 5. So if we're gonna do like 25 Petri dishes of each of those, something in that neighborhood, we'll see how long that takes to prep. Let's go. 10:05 a.m. So it's been, 20 minutes or something. And I'm fully rolling on prepping the legs. I got to prep 25 of these Petri dishes to be ready for the legs portion. So what I do is I get, like piles of legs, and then I put them in groups of 10, and then I examine them under the microscope. I'm trying to get you guys high quality stuff. I make mistakes, but I'm trying to avoid as many as possible. So once I've got 10 good ones, then I grab a Petri dish and I put them into the Petri dish, throw a lid on it, and then move on to the next one. So we're trying to be as efficient as possible with this, so that we can accomplish our goal here in, 2 hours. We've got to prep a lot of these things. So we'll sell each Petri dish starting at $5. That's 50 cents per pair of printed legs or sorted plain legs, whatever. I feel like that's a pretty good deal to be able to have some fun on WhatNot and then get legs for 50 cents. So we will update you in a minute when we get done with the legs and we move on to another category. All right, 10:16, we have finished prepping all the legs. We've got 4 people that have bookmarked the show already in a few minutes. Can't wait to see you guys in a little bit. We're gonna move on to torsos now. So same idea, we're gonna need 250 torsos for this. The torso prep is probably the most time consuming because I have to find torsos that, have all the parts. So putting a hand into this will take time. But I also do my best to check for cracks on the sides of the torsos and also the arms. I miss things, obviously. 250 torsos is a lot, but we're gonna prep as many of these as quickly as we can and just keep rolling along. I got a bunch of torsos ready to go. I don't think it's 250 torsos, but I can already sense the time crunch. I've got an hour and a half left and I've only prepped 1 of the 5 categories. So let's see how many we've got, 10 at a time, because we got to make this snappy. 10:50, 70 minutes before, in theory, showtime. All the torsos are done. We're going to put those in here. We're going to real quick do hairs and accessories. Those are real quick, and then hopefully that's going to leave us enough time to get the heads done. I have this big bucket of hair pieces. And so I just literally take a Petri dish and kind of, like throw a handful of things in there. Hopefully they fit. There's a rhino. And then that's it. So the helmets and hairs are usually really quick to prep. We do the same thing with the accessories, which is wherever the accessories are, right here. Same thing. If I can find the bottom here, we just kind of take a handful of accessories and toss them in there. I have no idea what goes in there. Is there good stuff? Could be. I don't know. I don't really care. If you guys get some good deals on some stuff, all the better. So we're going to prep 25 hairs and we're going to prep 25 accessories right now. Prepping accessories and hats is pretty quick. It is 11:05 and we have got lots of little bins of hats, lots of little bins of accessories. I am absolutely losing money on accessories and hats because I don't pay attention at all to what goes in them. There may be some expensive stuff in there. I have no idea. But there's only, oh, look at this. Look at this chrome. Good gracious, whatever. It's going out today. I just don't have time to do every part. There's just thousands and thousands of parts. So I do the best I can. And then you guys can grab some good deals after that. So we've got a little less than an hour to prep heads. We should be okay to do that. 25 buckets of heads, and then we'll be more or less ready to roll. Creating this vlog and running this WhatNot show was an absolute last-minute decision this morning. So I'm not very clean right now. There's just kind of like clutter everywhere. But I am now ready to go. I did a little bit of an audible and decided that all those yellow heads were just too many to try to sell in one show. So I created a couple of random things, some aquatic animals, a couple of horses, some creepy crawlies, a few things like that that will add in, that will replace some of the yellow headlots. This is kind of the chaos that is my setup. Usually it's cleaner than this, or less, more organized than this. But here's the idea. I've got my computer in front of me with the WhatNot show. I will have the next 10 or so lots that are in the queue in front of me, Sharpie ready to label bags so that when something sells, it goes into the bag. And then the empty Petri dish goes over here in the stack. I've got my microphone right here and the music in a background tab so that hopefully when we run through OBS, we've got good quality audio for our audience. And then we've got, all the things we're going to try to run today in these two bins. Anything that does sell gets into Ziploc bags and ends up in there. So it'll say, frenzy number 1, frenzy number 2, etc. And then after the show, I'll show you how I organize that and pack as efficiently, at least as I possibly can. But I think we're just about ready to go. It was a little bit frantic this morning in terms of the prep, but we've got 20 minutes to spare. So that means it was about 2 hours start to finish to prep 125 lots, something like that. Now I will say that there is more that goes into it than that, because you'll notice that I had a big bin of legs and a big bin of heads already sorted. So when I get a big haul in from, wherever I buy it from, I pick through it, put a bunch of stuff in Bricklink, and then the leftover stuff I sort by part type, put in a bin, and that is the bin that I use to prep these shows. So there was time that went into this before, this 2 hour sort of prep time window started, but it'll still give you the rough idea to what we're doing. Now we're, 20 minutes away from showtime, and I have no idea what to expect. If the buyers are, this is the day after Memorial Day weekend. So if the buyers are back at work and bored and, looking for entertainment and, whatever, they could come and buy stuff and we could have a very successful show. But you got to understand that sometimes the buyers just aren't in a buying mood. And as a seller, you need to be prepared for that. There is nothing that makes me turn off a WhatNot show as a buyer/viewer than the seller scolding the audience. If you are a seller and you scold the audience, I'm out, and I'm out immediately. This is my money, and I have worked hard to earn my money, and I will spend my money the way I want to spend it. And if you're yelling at me that something has more value than we're paying, I think I'll decide that, not the seller. So, I do my best as a seller to keep things positive, and you will never catch me scolding people for spending their money their way. So, if the buyers are out today, it's going to be a great, successful show. If the buyers are not out today, this may be a short show. Either way, I am going to have some product up for sale that I'm willing to sell it at a given price. If the buyers are not willing to pay that price, I have to choose whether I am changing the price, increasing the quantity, or just simply trying again another day. But making this a negative experience for your buyers and your viewers, that's just poor salesmanship. I don't even know how else to describe it. But anyway, we're going to do final prep, make sure we're ready to sit here for, hopefully an hour and a half, 2 hours. We'll get through as much of this as we can. I am hoping that this thing start to finish is no more than 6 hours. 2 hours to prep, 2 hours for show, 2 hours for packing, and then we'll see where we're at. By the time this thing comes out, this thing will obviously be long over. But if you are about to join my show, can't wait to see you. All right, so we are here. It is 11:58, and I just went live. We already have 28 people or so hanging out. We've got our first giveaway going, 2.5 minutes until that rolls. We're going to start this auction. We're going to be on for, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. But I appreciate everybody that has come to join this WhatNot auction. Let's go have some fun. Guys, we are half an hour into our stream already. You can see we've sold 36 things for $177. And we're about to run a giveaway, the 6th giveaway already in the first half an hour. Let's stay tuned right now and see who takes this giveaway. It's rolling right now. It is Della Rosita. Congratulations. You just won the giveaway. You've got some free food coming to you and free shipping. Thanks for being here. Continuing on, it is 1:16 p.m. So we've been streaming for about 75 minutes. We have sold 91 things for $448 so far. Of course, we have to pay fees and everything after that, so that's not raw money that we will receive. But we've got 20 seconds on the next giveaway. This is the 14th giveaway we've done today, which means we pay the shipping for whoever wins it. And we're giving him an item today, or at least for this giveaway, they're taking home a little hand mixer. 4 seconds. Let's see who is going to take the hand mixer and get some free shipping. It is TJ Malley. Congratulations. You got a hand mixer and some free shipping coming to you. Let's continue on. That is a wrap for the show. We sold 130 things, including giveaways today, for $621. What a fun show today. Thank you to everybody who came and said hi, bought something, chatted, whatever it was. I don't even care. I just appreciate you hanging out. We're going to go raid the candy shop. One of the fun features on WhatNot is when your show's over, you don't have to just end it. You can go raid somebody else. So we are going to raid the candy shop right now. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, everybody. All right, so we are now 4 hours into this WhatNot show experience. We prepped for 2 hours. The show is over. It was right at about 2 hours exactly. And so now we're going to take a break and go outside for a walk. It is a spectacular day here in Indiana. You might remember Maple. We're going to walk this one. But if you remember Soka as a baby from earlier videos, look at this monster now. Soka, come here. Soka, come here, big boy. Look at this guy. Both his parents were 60 pounds, or so they claimed. They said he was going to be 60. Yeah, he's pushing 80 pounds now. All right, guys, come on, let's walk. A little out of breath, but wrapping up our 60-minute Peloton ride here. 20 seconds to go. Found a way to get to the 20-mile mark. Sweated off, burned off. something in the neighborhood of 850 calories. But there you go, dog walk over, workout over, break over. Time to get cleaned up, and then we gotta get these orders packed up. Shipping time, it is 3:35 p.m. And this is a look at what I get at the end of a show. I just have a bucket full of bags that have been ordered. They are labeled with what lot number they are, but beyond that, they're not sorted at all. I do that on purpose because I don't want to take any time during the show to sort anything, organize anything, or anything that's going to slow down the process of turning over lots. Because to me, WhatNot is a television show. It's supposed to be entertaining, and whatever I can do to produce a better television product for my viewers, I'm going to do. So that's why it's deal with this later, not right now while I'm live. So it's later. We're going to sort all these out first in order, and then we will start putting them in individual boxes for orders. Just for the sake of staying on the timeline, 3:45 p.m., so it's been 10 minutes. And I am now fully laid out with about 130 items organized in 10, so 50s, 60s, 70s, etc. We did 20 giveaways today. Really, we were giving away free shipping. It may be fun to get a carrot or a breadstick or whatever, but really what we were giving away is free shipping for anybody who wanted to be able to take advantage of that. So 20 of those we did. Now what we're going to do is we're going to check a report that is generated by WhatNot on the computer that will show me who ordered what. I'm not going to show you that screen only because I don't want to reveal anybody's personal information or anything, but we had 30 unique buyers today, so we're going to have to come up with 30 boxes that we ship this stuff in, and I'll show you a couple of them once I get this rolling. All right, I'm down to my last box here. You can see there's only a few of these left. And because of the way that I do this, I have a sort of a built-in checks and balances system. So this is the final order. He got Frenzy 41. There's that one. He got Frenzy 8, which is that one. And he got Frenzy 1, which is that one, which leaves actually Frenzy 18. So now my concern is Frenzy 18 something that somehow I forgot to pack in one of the boxes? Or maybe Frenzy 18 was a failed payment? But you can see based on the way I do this, I haven't actually boxed anything up yet, just put stuff in boxes, that now I can go back and double check on Frenzy 18 and see if that is a package that needs to go in one of those boxes or if it was a failed payment or what. But as of right now, it is 4:07. So we're doing pretty good on this packing up thing. If you guys don't have a thermal printer, you're absolutely doing this wrong. These thermal printers, there's a huge variety of them, but man, do they crank out labels real fast, and they print on sticker paper. So it just makes the whole thing really easy. I'm gonna show you from afar. You can see this thing just spitting out labels like crazy. I backed up just again to preserve personal information, but it's printing out both the packing slips and the labels, and it just cranks these things out really fast. Gone are my days where I take a printer, print it out on a piece of paper, cut out the label, and then tape the thing on. That just takes an eternity compared to the thermal labels. Just a quick look at my setup here. On the table, I've got the bubble wrap, my computer, I have got, the box, the tape. I've got all the shipping labels right here. And then behind me, all the boxes. So I can rip off a shipping label, find the box, cut the bubble wrap, tape it up real quick, and just repeat, 30 times until we're done. Shouldn't take too long, hopefully a minute a box, maybe less, but we're sitting at 4:20 right now. Let's keep it rolling. All right, all packages are officially ready to go to the post office. It is 4:46 p.m. So we spent an hour and 15 minutes or so getting those 30 orders packed and ready. Still got to go to the post office, still got some cleanup to do, let's just call it 2 hours, make the math, as easy as possible. So 2 hours prepping, 2 hours live, 2 hours post-show responsibilities. All right, so now we said that we sold $621 worth of stuff, okay? That means 130 items. And right here, you can see that I paid $48 in shipping. That's from that 20 giveaways that we did. We paid $48 in shipping. So after it's all said and done, WhatNot is going to send me a check for $468.80. Now, that does not include a few things, right? I ship everything in boxes. I probably paid about $10 for all of the boxes we used. I had to pay for bubble wrap and tape, and that's, another $5 or whatever, right? But we haven't talked about the most important cost and the most significant cost in all of this, and that is acquisition of the figs, right? I had to pay money to get that product to then sell on WhatNot. So while it's nice to get a check for $468, that is not all profit. Because if I want to be able to run another WhatNot show, I now have to use some of that money to go buy more figs. Now, hopefully, when you buy a lot of figs, you find some expensive stuff, and that, helps the profit a lot. But 6 hours of work, $468, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. I'm pretty pleased with that as a Bricklink order comes in, so I'm definitely not complaining about that. But that's it. That's kind of the life of a WhatNot seller. Wake up, prep your product, sell your product, pack up your product, and then if you want to, do it all over again. I'm not that way. I'm selling much less on WhatNot these days. This $468 is just going to help offset the cost of those Islanders things that I bought and that OG Django that I bought. So in terms of Memorial Day weekend plus Tuesday, I'm still in the negatives because that was some expensive Islander and OG Django stuff. But this cushions the blow a lot, so that helps. So I enjoy doing this mostly to just fund the own habit. I'm not getting rich on this. I'm not really making a lot of money, to pay the electric bill, but it does certainly help fund the habit, which is the whole point. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time on the Brick Scavenger channel.